Britney Spears' lawyer Matthew Rosengart is launching a probe into her father Jamie Spears after questions were raised over his conduct. As the 39-year-old singer's attorney revealed plans to investigate the misconduct of Mr. Spears before her next conservatorship hearing, Britney celebrated the removal of her father as a conservator with a nude holiday with fiancé Sam Asghari. Jamie was suspended from his position as co-conservator in a hearing earlier this week, and Rosengart has admitted he and his team are planning an extensive review of all of Jamie's documents before the next meeting on 12 November. Discussing what his team are focused on now, Matthew, who accused Jamie of reaping millions of dollars from his daughter's estate during this week's hearing, told People magazine, "It's terminating the entire conservatorship and looking into the misconduct of Jamie Spears and others. It's going to entail reviewing all the files that Jamie Spears now, as a result of a court's order today, is going to turn over. We'll be looking at communications between Jamie Spears and Jamie Spears' counsel, and we will go where the facts lead us." Matthew has previously been critical of Jamie's 180-degree change from wanting to keep Britney under the conservatorship that's kept her from taking charge of her own affairs since 2008 to filing a request last month to have it terminated entirely. The lawyer explained he feels the change of stance has brought up serious questions about potential misconduct, including conflicts of interest, conservatorship abuse and the evident dissipation of M's. Spears' fortune. Elsewhere, Britney celebrated her victory in her conservatorship battle with a series of naked pictures taken on vacation in paradise with her fiancé Sam. The pop star posted a risque video on Instagram on Thursday of her frolicking topless in the sea, just hours after her dad slammed the judge's ruling to remove him as her conservator after 13 years. She followed up the video with another post where she shared a montage of nude photos, with carefully placed pink and yellow flowers covering her modesty. On Wednesday, Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Brenda Penny suspended the singer's father Jamie Spears as the conservator of Britney's personal life and $60 million estate. That represented the biggest win to date for the star in her battle to regain control of her life. The judge appointed accountant John Zabel as a temporary conservator until the court decides if she is ready to look after herself again, and, if it decides she is, the conservatorship can be completely terminated. Britney appeared to be wasting no time in celebrating her newfound freedom from her dad, showcasing her luxury getaway to her 34.4 million followers. "A beautiful day here in paradise celebrating," Spears captioned the footage, which was set to the upbeat Prince hit Cream. The video begins with a shot of a luxury pool on the edge of a palm tree-lined beach with white sands and turquoise sea. It then cuts to the loved-up couple smiling for the camera as they sit on a boat taking them out to sea. Britney playfully sticks her tongue out at the camera as she nestles in close to her other half. The pop star, whose father has controlled her personal and financial life for the last 13 years, is then seen frolicking topless in the sea with her hands covering her breasts. At other points, Britney faces the camera wearing nothing but a pair of red bikini bottoms while covering her nipples with her fingers. The pop star posted even raunchier images in the photo montage where she is seen posing in front of a bathtub. "Playing in the Pacific never hurt anybody," she captioned the grainy images. PSSSS no photo edits. The tub curves. Sam poked fun at her naked snaps and wrote #FreeTheNipple in the comments section of the post. Meanwhile, her friend Paris Hilton congratulated her on her newfound freedom, and wrote, "Love seeing you so happy and free." You deserve it. Love you, B." While Britney celebrated the judge's ruling, Dad Jamie hit back at the decision, accusing the judge of being wrong to put a stranger in charge of his daughter's estate. Respectfully, the court was wrong to suspend Mr. Spears, put a stranger in his place to manage Britney's estate, and extend the very conservatorship that Britney begged the court to terminate earlier this summer, Jamie's lawyer Vivian L. Thoreen said in a statement Thursday morning. Mr. Spears loves his daughter Britney unconditionally. For 13 years, he has tried to do what is in her best interests, whether as a conservator or her father, the statement continues. This included helping her revive her career and re-establish a relationship with her children. The statement continues, "For anyone who has tried to help a family member dealing with mental health issues, they can appreciate the tremendous amount of daily worry and work this required." For Mr. Spears, this also meant biting his tongue and not responding to all the false, speculative, and unsubstantiated attacks on him by certain members of the public, media, or more recently, Britney's own attorney. These facts make the outcome of yesterday's hearing all the more disappointing, and frankly, a loss for Britney. Again, it was Mr. Spears who took the initiative to file the petition to terminate the conservatorship when neither Britney's former court-appointed counsel nor her new privately retained attorney would do so. It was Mr. Spears who asked the court at yesterday's hearing to immediately terminate the conservatorship while Britney's own attorney argued against it. Despite the suspension, Mr. Spears will continue to look out for the best interests of his daughter and work in good faith towards a positive resolution of all matters. Jamie's suspension came as allegations of his mistreatment of his daughter, including secretly recording her calls and messages, have ramped up the furor over his conservatorship. Dozens of fans and supporters of what has become known as the #FreeBritney movement gathered outside the court Wednesday, waving banners and chanting "Free Britney and Jamie for jail." Britney's lawyer, Matthew Rosengart, thanked the movement for its support, which he said had been instrumental. He noted that while Wednesday's ruling was a substantial step toward Britney's freedom, there are still further allegations of Britney's mistreatment that are being investigated by state and federal authorities. "Today's a great day. It's a great day for Britney Spears and it's a great day for justice. And Terry's definitely something to celebrate. But it's also a solemn day. Britney Spears has been faced with a decade-long nightmare orchestrated by her father and others," Rosengart said following Wednesday's hearing. "I'm so proud of her for her courage, her strength. And she's so pleased and so thankful to all of you," he said, addressing the public. "I think the support of the Free Britney movement has been instrumental." Rosengart said that Britney should absolutely sue her father if there is evidence that proves that Jamie misappropriated money. Britney reportedly burst into tears on Wednesday after she learned that her father had been suspended. "On cloud nine right now," the pop star wrote in an Instagram post alongside pictures and video of her flying a prop plane for the first time. In making her ruling on Wednesday, Judge Benny told the court, "I do believe that the suspension of James Spears is in the best instance of Ms. Spears." She added that pleadings from Britney's legal team reflect a toxic environment that requires the suspension of Mr. Spears. The suspension will require Jamie to hand over all books and files he kept during the 13 years he ran his famous daughter's conservatorship. But Jamie, who had originally fought against terminating the conservatorship, doesn't want to open the books to prying eyes, Rosengart told the court. He did a 180. Now he's saying let's terminate the entire conservatorship. He wants to terminate because he doesn't want to be deposed under oath or give discovery, Rosengart said. What he is afraid of is the revelations of his corruption. For more than a year, Britney has been calling for her father to be fired as her conservator and for an end to the conservatorship, which she's called abusive. She has said that she's afraid of her dad and declared that she would not perform again until he was no longer in charge of the conservatorship has been overseeing since her much-publicized breakdown in 2008. One of her most heart-wrenching revelations came during a tearful phone appearance at Judge Penny's court last June when she said that she wanted to have a baby with her fiancé, personal trainer Sam Asghari, but the strict conservatorship wouldn't allow her to remove her IUD birth control. "I feel ganged up on and bullied and alone," Britney told the court during that emotional statement. "I just want my life back." She also told the judge that she felt enslaved by her dad, whom she added should be in jail. Last year, at her father's request, the conservatorship, the one dealing with Britney's personal affairs, not the conservatorship controlling her finances, was temporarily transferred from Jamie to her longtime caregiver Jody Montgomery. While he blamed his stepping down on health issues, Jamie's decision came amid accusations that he had gotten into an altercation with Britney's then 14-year-old son Sean Preston, now 16.